Drum roll.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our third episode of Know Your Connect Moderator series. I'm Sonia, a level 9 local guide, a Connect Moderator, and your host for today. Before we start, I want to convey a huge shout out to Adrian for always being so generous in letting us host this series on the Go Loco platform. Thank you, Adrian, for all the things you do. Today's session is being live streamed and recorded, and will also be shared later on the goloco platform. And now let's dive in, because we have a truly special guest with us today, someone who demonstrates the heart of the local guides community. Paul Pavlino. Sorry, Paul, you have to pronounce that last name for me.
No, you need to do it.
Okay, all right. Okay, let me try again.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sonia.
Yes.
When I worked on a steam railway in Wales last year, they made me pronounce a station, which was Abergwynolen. And the name's actually about this long. And it took me a while, and I had to do it, so you have to.
Okay, Paul Pavlinovich.
Yay!
I did it?
Well done. Yep.
All right.
Well done.
All right. So Paul really needs no introduction. He is one of the longest serving Connect moderators, a child disguised as a wise man, whom I fondly call Gandalf. He's a passionate photographer, a creative mind behind the legendary 36 photo walk, and a true train and Legos lover who inspires local guides from all over the world. Joining Paul today, we also have two wonderful local guides, Max from Australia, a level 8 local guide, photographer, and master of immersive 360-degree views on Google Maps. Oliver from New Zealand, a level 10 local guide, visual arts teacher, a traveler, a storyteller, and he's also a guiding star, right? All right, let's get to know them a little bit better. So
for the geographically challenged, Max and I are very close to each other. We're probably only about 20 kilometres apart at this point in time. Oliver's a few hundred kilometres away, but we are neighbours, because Australia often considers New Zealand to be two of its eastern states, and New Zealand often just wishes Australia would go away.
we call Australia the West Island.
Yeah, it's a bit like Sydney people call Victorians Mexicans.
All right, Paul, I will start with you, since you are our chief guest today. Please tell us your full name, your home country, and what you do for a living.
Well, you know my full name because you just said it.
I did.
What's your middle name? What's your middle name?
Paul's a hostile interviewee.
Yeah, it's going to be just chaos today.
This year, my home country is Australia, but I have also lived in America.
Oh, have you?
I have. I did nearly 5 years in America.
Which
But
part of America?
Mostly it's been Australia. I was in the San Francisco Bay Area, but I did also spend some time in New York. Even visited Canada while I was there. But I'm a weird Aussie, because I think I've been to 40 of the American states. So there's only a few left, but yeah, there's challenges currently for traveling in and out of the US, so I'm not going to bother. And I've been last couple of holidays I've been in the UK. And you've already covered all my hobbies. You've left me nothing to talk about.
Yeah, you can always come back and do the rest 10.
In fact, speaking of America, Yosemite National Park, you get a chance to visit it, do it.
Lovely mug.
And
my face or the cup?
The
you
cup,
want
the
to
mug.
share what you do for a living?
I work actually, I kind of do two things these days. And one of them makes most of my living and the other one makes a small living. So I work in IT and I work for a water authority. And I often describe our organisation as a IT shop that sells water, because, you know, nearly everybody in the place seems to have some IT role or another. But my other smaller living, much smaller living, is my YouTube channel, Train Simulator Driver. It actually does make money these days. It's quite surprising. I've got one of my videos at the moment. It's freaking me out a little bit because it's very close to hitting 1 million views, which is surprising.
You know, Paul, for a pretty long time, I had a feeling, I don't know why, but I had a feeling you work something with trains. So maybe a train engineer or something. I don't know.
Okay, but that's not what I earn a living on. So I am a volunteer on the Puffing Billy Railway. I'm a steam locomotive fireman there. So that means I maintain the fire and make the steam that the driver needs to drive. I do also get to drive, but only if the driver goes, hey, you step into my office for a little while. And most of the drivers will give you a drive on any given day.
Just for context, Puffing Billing Railway is a kids railway or a separated railway for tourists and kids and train enthusiasts in Melbourne. And I gave it
hardly a kids railway,
I gave it 5 stars on my Google Maps review.
And you know, I've never reviewed it because I actually obey the local guides rules and I don't review the place where I work.
Well, I don't work there, so I can give it a review though.
You can. Yes.
Do you need do you need a license to drive it?
You do, yes. So you can be trained and authorised locally on the railway, and I've also got a WorkSafe ticket for Boiler Advanced, I think it's called these days.
It's similar to James Bond. It's similar to James Bond's License to Kill. Paul has a train license to thrill.
License to make things hot.
What's the average speed of the train?
15 mile an hour is our limit, which is 24 kilometres an hour. But on the locomotives that we run, that feels fast. It's not fast, but it feels fast because they're very old. They're all over 100 years old, and they bounce and rock and roll and vibrate, and it feels quick, especially when you're driving. Because if you're driving uphill, there's nothing to it. You just sort of sit back and let locomotive do it. But going downhill, everything happens at once, and that's where the skills are. Controlling a train is not like controlling a car. It's the same concepts, but no, it's much heavier, and the consequences are much greater if you get it wrong.
Yeah. Do you guys do like dress up? You know, you decorate your train to wear Thomas and engine and friends.
Yeah, we have Thomas days. I'm actually working a Thomas day soon. But yeah, they're always kind of funny. But we have theme days as well, like 1920s days, 1930s days, 1940s days, etc. We have great train robbery and things like that from time to time, where the train will stop and bush rangers on horses will steal something from the train. It might be a person, or it might be a box of treasure that they take away. It's all a bit of fun. We also have dining trains and music trains and wedding specials and all sorts of things. Getting married on the train is actually quite popular.
Really?
I
do. Okay, Max, let's hear about you. Your name, where are you from? I know you're from Australia, Melbourne, Australia, but you want to share anything else?
G'day. Hi, I'm Max. I am also from Melbourne, Australia, like Paul. I got into local guides through some sort of in-app notification. They're like, oh, you should contribute. And I'm like, okay. And then I did it like 1,000 more times. And here I am. You know, I love photography. And, you know, if you go put your photography in an art gallery, maybe 1,000 people see it. But if you put it on Google Maps, millions of people have seen it. And my photos have been seen over 600 million times on Google Maps. So I like,
wow.
I like my photography out there being seen by people. And that's, I also do 360s. I decided to get on the 360 trend. I know that's sort of not really in favor that much with Google Maps at the moment, but I enjoy contributing nice 360s of my journey. And then during the week, I work in marketing for some marketing. I do communications, social media, websites, emails, all sorts of comms for all sorts of different organizations in Melbourne over the years. And I also I also do a little bit of food blogging on the side. So I enjoy food blogging, and that that goes really well with Google Maps. So that's a little bit about me.
Thank you, Max. And Oliver.
Hi, my name is Oliver. Initially, I'm from China. I've been living in New Zealand for over 25 years.
You cannot say
And-
you are from China anymore then.
Yeah, this is my place now. I have 2 kids, I have a mortgage, so based in Auckland, New Zealand. And I got
You're
into
engaged. Congratulations.
no, married with 2 kids.
You said engaged. I heard you. I bet you she did too. I went, what?
Yeah. I think I started like almost 10 years ago, Google local guides. And ever since I've been posting reviews and photos and videos religiously. That's the term I use. My wife always say, "Oh, don't stop taking the photo, having the food and blah, blah." And then, I just go anyway, take my phone with me and shoot and post and yeah. I have a day job. I'm teaching visual arts at a school, and I'm also a photographer. Doing some. I like people. Yeah, doing some weddings and street photos. I love people. Something. Sometimes you can always see something new. Human interest. That's things I'm after. So I have the opportunity to go to the Connect Live this year in July. I meet some amazing people, incredible individuals, and some Googlers. Yeah, so I'm so happy to be part of this big family, and really nice to meet you, Sonia, today. Thank you, and
Absolutely,
Adrian,
the pleasure is mine.
yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing all that you are doing. I will start with you for the next question about the Google Maps. I mean, not about the Google Maps. Apart from Google Maps, what are the things that you are most passionate about?
Yeah, I think I'm a visual storyteller. I like to observe. I like to document this. And I think I gave Paul a book I self-published like 20 years ago. That was a something I do. There was a local flea market. It's been there for quite some time, since the 1980s. And I took my camera with me for a whole year. So every Sunday, rain or shine, especially if it's on a Christmas Day, there's no show. Otherwise, it's always there. So I was there a whole year. The camera I had was a 3-megapixel camera. It's a Canon PowerShot 870. It was so underwhelmed compared with your phone today. Our phone is so powerful than that one. But I was with that camera for a whole year, taking a whole lot of photos. And that's something I like to do. Yeah, I have another book in the making. It's just me. I like people. It's always I like you. Actually exactly like what you guys doing. What we are doing here. We ask people, we interview people. We're trying to dig up his stories, his journey. That's something I like to do.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank
Would you
you.
share some fun facts about you?
Yes, because the work I've done, I was on national TV once. They sent someone with a huge camera and followed me, went to the market, and that was ages ago. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Max has
Are we
stolen my
playing
hat.
Squid Games here? It's just for fun. I'm saying both Paul and Max, they're putting something on their head. So I was wondering, are we playing Squid Games here?
That's a good game. So
Max, you are on mute.
yeah. Oh,
Could be
look at
worse.
that. Fantastic Fox.
Max, you are on mute. My next question to you, actually. So apart from Google Maps, what are the things that you are most passionate about?
Well, I really enjoy religion, and politics. So I am quite active in my synagogue, and we did Sukkot this week. We like doing all the festivals. So I'm very active in my synagogue. I also really enjoy politics. I'm a member of a political party, and I get involved in progressive politics in Melbourne. I even ran for local council and got over 1,000 votes. So I'm very happy to be part of the democratic process. My daughter, because my daughter's like, oh, did you win or did the other people steal the election? I go, no, they won fair and square. They didn't steal the election. They won.
And that's when he changed his name to Donald.
So that was really funny trying to explain, just because, they won fair and square. So that's very funny. I'm very proud of Australia's democracy and how well it operates and how everyone can, participate. That's very exciting. And I also love PlayStation, so I do a lot of PlayStation. You can add me on PlayStation, and then I enjoy bushwalking with my family, eating out, doing some food blocking with my family. Those are the main things I'm into.
Nice. And do you want to share any fun facts about you?
Fun fact about me.
Apart from that, you're a politician.
Apart from I'm a politician, actually similar to Oliver, I also got interviewed on Australian TV about my local guiding, and they asked me about when I reviewed my vasectomy clinic in Melbourne, because I had a fantastic vasectomy and I gave the vasectomy clinic 5 stars, because why not? Like, you only live once, and I didn't have any more kids. I love my kids, don't want any more kids, and so I had a great vasectomy. So 5 stars to Dr. Snip vasectomy clinic in St Kilda.
I'm surprised you describe it as a great vasectomy, Max.
Too much information.
Too much information, exactly.
It worked. 5 stars. That's all. I'm never going back there. But
Max, just so you know, this is also going to YouTube, right? So whatever you're saying, it is being recorded, so it will be there always.
It was already on the national TV. I was on the national TV, so I can't get any bigger than a national TV. This will go, But yeah, I'm proud. I'm kind of proud of that review. It's kind of a bit of a funny, unique thing. And I did take. Maybe I'll send it to Adrian afterwards. I took a 360 photo of myself with the doctor and my kids after the surgery in the waiting room. So there's a funny. You go to the clinic, you'll see a 360 of their waiting room.
It wasn't during.
Oh my God.
It was after. It was after.
All right, Paul. Tell us about what you are most passionate about other than Google Maps.
Well, it's trains.
I do.
Because
not everybody does.
Right before this, I came off a 3-hour live stream running a new train game that's releasing later this month by an Australian company. So I'll give them a plug because they deserve it. It's Train Simulator World Tour on Xbox. It's a very small organization, and I'm quite happy as a content creator to support them and get their stuff out there. Oh, look, there's Max's photo.
That's me. I'm just in St Kilda. There's the operating theatre. That's a photosphere. That's a pretty unique photosphere.
I notice you're still
Aren't
sitting
you
a bit
supposed
funny,
to
Max.
blur the baby's
Was it a little
picture?
mute?
What's that?
Aren't you supposed to blur the baby's face?
If it's your own kid, you don't have to, Sonia.
Oh, okay.
Normally Maps does though, so I'm surprised it didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's relevant to the service.
All right. So one fun fact about you, Paul.
Too many fun
Ooh.
facts.
Too many
Yeah.
fun facts. So what?
There's a lot of fun
Share
facts
one.
about me. There's a lot of scary ones too. A lot of rude ones.
Mm.
I'll give you one fun fact that's actually related to this place, Yosemite National Park. You would think someone who is into maps and who had been a youth leader in an organization for 15 years, well known for hiking and camping, would plan a hike. And I set off from the campground that I was staying at in Yosemite, and I was going up to Nevada Falls, which is one of the highest spots in Yosemite. And I went up the hard path. So the easy path, I know it's about an hour and a half round trip. So I would have been back before lunch. But up the hard path, it's more like 6 hours because you're actually climbing a cliff and doing some other things. And I totally didn't even think about that. So by the time I arrived at the top, I'd eaten the only muesli bar I brought in my pocket. I had drunk the 1 liter of water I brought with me. And yeah, I still had to get down again. But it was fun. It was a whole day. And you think I might have planned that better, but no.
Did someone call the rescue team untamed?
No, they just said there was a bear loose.
Excuse me. Paul, my next question is to you. Which feature of Google Maps do you like, or I would say love the most, and why?
The feature I like the most is only barely hanging in there, and I suspect is probably going to fall by the wayside soon. And that was the ability to create your own paths in maps. So I started adding walking trails through the mountain area that I used to live in. I started adding biking trails down here where I live now. I started adding paths through local parks and things where you could follow a footpath. And that was really good because to me, that was a really useful contribution to maps because people could see the area. They could think about whether they wanted to visit there. They could plan it. They could see what the ground was like. They could see what other sorts of hazards or obstacles might be there. But you can still do it, but they make it pretty hard now. And when Google makes something pretty hard, you know they're planning on dropping it in the Google graveyard at some point. It's a bit like Max's 360s. It's a similar concept. You can't add those in much. You can still do it, but you've got to try really hard.
So what is your most favorite way of contribution?
These days, it's probably the photos. I do put reviews on as well. I've got thousands of them, but to me, they're secondary to the pictures. The pictures tell a better story than the reviews do. Pictures are always honest, unless you doctor them, but they will give an impression of what the place is
Unless
really
you
like.
Photoshop it.
Yep. But they'll give you an idea of what the place is really like, whereas the review gives you the idea of that person's experience. And that might not be what it's really like most of the time.
Sorry, just a minute. Sorry about that.
You're muted, Max, if you are saying something. I think your
All right,
helmet's
I will
blocking you.
ask Max the same question. What is your, in Google Maps, which feature do you love the most and why?
My favorite feature is probably the 360 photos. It's really unique. I've got 360 cameras. I can take some really cool photos all around the world and put a unique experience up. It gets a lot of views. So I really enjoy that. But Google has definitely made it much harder to upload 360s over time. You now need to upload prowess. And so I really enjoy it, but it's definitely getting a bit harder. And so I hope they make it easier. Part of the reason it was so hard is because a lot of people are uploading really low quality photospheres, just taken with their phone. And now you need to have a camera and also some external software. So yeah, I like to make, I definitely contribute some good ones, but it's definitely a challenge. So that's my favorite feature. And my favorite sort of contribution is definitely 360 photos and photos I like contributing, but also accessibility is so important, contributing accessible information. I really like to help with that as well.
Thank you. And I'm guessing that's also your favorite way of contribution, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Oliver, same question for you.
Yeah, I think
Which
I think I like to give reviews because we as consumers, Google Map users, we've been given this power. And I remember reading something like 1 star difference on a Google Map review equals to 10% of the business. So let's just say a 4-star business make $1 million a year. A 5-star means they can make up to 110. 1.1 million. So that's sort of comparison. So I think that's super empowering. So we must, if we see something good, we must say something good. If we went through something, bad, we just give honest reviews. That's something.
Right.
And also, I think compared with other platforms, like Yelp, like other trip advisor, we're looking, at a bigger picture. I think Google Review has the most consumer reviewer basis. So that's the power of us. And we're doing this small little things, but we're changing the world. So that's the quotation I'm gonna quote. Okay, that's one. And my favorite ways to share is I like, use my phone. I took a whole lot of photos first, and now if I have some spare time, I just, upload them. And good thing is with your phone is that you can upload videos. It's on the laptop or desktop that won't let you upload videos. So normally, if you do it on your phone, use your spare time when you're waiting for your train, waiting for your bus, you can do something like that. Yeah, so that's really good. Thank you.
Thank you. So I will share the screen now. I think it's sharing. Yeah, it's sharing. So what we do traditionally, it's my favorite part. Guess who? That's a game we play. I've got childhood photos of all 3 of our guests, and our audience job is to guess who is who. So take a closer look of all 3 photos. Which one do you think belong to whom? We will reveal the answer at the end of this meetup. But if you have any question, you can ask me, except for who is who. You have to guess that.
Max, 2 Max, and 3 is Paul, and 1 is Mishreke.
No spoilers. No spoilers for those playing at
No
home.
spoiler.
No spoilers.
Exactly. No spoiler.
So you think number 3's me?
No, he thinks number 1 is me.
No.
All right, Paul, I'll get back to you again. Let's hear about something meaningful work. I know you were working on a lot of things. So is there any topic you would like to highlight or raise awareness about? Like something you're currently working on a project on Google Maps or Connect?
It's actually outside Maps, but it would have some crossover with Maps people, because I know Maps people do feel the same kinds of feelings and stresses that a lot of gaming people and content creators go through, and this team here is no different. It's a set of content creators, really. There's a thing called the Campaign Against Living Miserably, CALM. It's based out of the UK. It's started operating in other countries now, and it's focused on a positive outcome for content creators, because people see people are creating content, and it's no different in Maps. And if you're making YouTube, or if you're making a podcast, looking at you, Adrian, and me for that matter, or if you're making music or whatever, if it's not received well, you can feel quite sad about it. And sometimes people become quite isolated, and that sadness escalates to the point that they might even do something really drastic and hurt themselves or take their own life. And Calm looks to change that. It gives people someone to talk to who have absolutely nothing to gain out of talking to them. It's a free service. They can get you into counseling. They can help out with all sorts of things. They can actually even help out with content creation itself. They can help you find better ways to do things, and more sustainable way to do things, so it doesn't impact you in the way that perhaps it was when you first approached them. And I think it's a really good service that they provide. I donate to it every year. I'm serious enough about donating to it that I don't get any tax deduction out of it. So Max probably knows if you donate to an Australian foundation, you can get a tax deduction. That doesn't apply when you donate to someone in another country, but I'm quite happy to support them. And because I know they support a lot of other people. And I'm sure if in a Maps guys, you might look at the person next to you and you think, that person took a photo of the same place I did. And I've seen this happen at the Connect Live events where, 10 people put a photo up of the same restaurant or something like that. And
Right.
one person gets thousands of views and reactions to it. And the
That's
other
me,
person
by
gets
the way.
yeah, we know, Max. And the other person gets nothing. And they go, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with what I'm doing? And they can feel quite sad about it. And it can escalate quite a lot if it happens continuously. And for whatever reason, yeah, okay, algorithms in social networks, and face it, Maps is a social network. I know Google keeps saying it's not, but it is. Algorithms can really destroy people. So having a service like Calm is really good. So if anybody's listening or watching this later on YouTube who does feel the need, look up the Campaign Against Living Miserably. If they're not active in your country, contact them anyway, because they can actually find someone in your country. It is a service that they provide. So
In
if
in Australia, there's an equivalent organisation called Beyond Blue. So if anyone's watching this video and needs help, please contact Beyond Blue.
yeah, there's quite a lot of them. Calm does run here, Max, and there
So
are
is
quite
it
a lot
Calm
of
as in
services.
CALM?
Yeah, CALM.
And it's
But
it's an abbreviation, or it's just the word?
Yeah, just Google Campaign Against Living Miserably. You will find them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We
So
can
what
put- we can-
inspired you
we
to
can
do
put-
that?
We can put the organisation in the show notes, perhaps, Adrian.
Yeah, I'm involved with a gaming company. I'm one of their ambassadors, and was one of their beta testers until I pulled out of it recently because I just don't have time to do it anymore. But in that, one of their, what's the best way to describe him? He's actually the executive producer of gaming, but that's not really what he is. He's the leader of all of the people there, effectively. And he actually told me about the service, and he was running a charity live stream to try and raise money for it, and I joined in on that, and it's been quite useful. Another one that I'll point out, and this is one for accessibility. It's another UK organisation, but again, they actually do operate in Australia now as well, and they're called Special Effect. And anybody that who wants to get into gaming that is physically disabled or mentally challenged, they can build controllers that those people can do. And some of the things that they've done for people are quite amazing. So you might have someone, the only thing they can move is this little finger, and they can only do that much movement. These people will build them a controller that lets them play games, and they will teach them and they'll work with them. It might take months and months and months, and it's just really intensely special to be able to contribute to an organization like that, and I support that one too, to be able to bring a change to someone's life. And I know we often talk about accessibility in Maps, and in Maps it tends to be highlighting things like an accessible toilet, or things like the lack of stairs, so you've got a ramp or an elevator instead, things like that, hearing loops. But true accessibility is being able to integrate an individual into everyday life, where they can fit in and they can feel part of it and they can feel that they belong. That's true accessibility. And I think that's what this organisation really specialises in, and that's what they achieve.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. And since you were one of the longest Connect moderators, my question is exclusively to you. When did you take on that role, and what has the experience been like so far?
I started before Connect existed.
You became a Connect moderator before the Connect started?
Yes, because I was a moderator before Connect existed.
Okay.
So it's an interesting one, because back in 2012, I think, somewhere around there, we were on Google Plus. Connect didn't exist. And that's localguides was run out of Google Plus, and to a lesser extent Facebook groups as well. And I was Melbourne's moderator. And I was one of the weird ones, because most of the localguides groups were what were called unofficial groups, but mine was an official one, and my leader was Tracy. And yeah, we were just weird. So when Connect came
Shout out to
along,
Tracy. Shout out if you're watching this. We love you, Tracy. Yay, Tracy.
Absolutely. We all love Tracy. We miss Tracy.
I don't miss Tracy, but that's because I chatted with her a few hours ago. So I don't miss her because I get to talk to her. But yeah, and that transitioned. There was a period where there was effectively nothing and everybody became unofficial, and then Connect 1 came along and it sucked. And then Connect 2 came along and that was better. And then Connect 3 came along, which is what we're running now, which most local guides actually think is Connect 2, but it's actually not. There was one before it. So that's where we are.
You were one of the first Connect moderators. Like
I
the
wasn't
same
the
time.
first though.
The first. Okay.
No, I wasn't the first. No, I think I know Flash was in there. I think
Luigi. Was Luigi one of them?
no, Luigi came later on.
Really, came much
Um,
later.
Who else was in there? A fellow San Franciscan, actually.
Maybe it was
Hermes?
Ivan.
Ivan was in there. Yeah.
No, Hermes was also not the first.
No,
Connect
Ivan
moderator.
was.
Ivan was, yes. I think
Yeah.
Ivan and Karen, they both, no, Shirley too.
Yeah, Shirley, I think, was the first one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
No,
and I think,
actually, no. Shirley and I became Connect moderator at the same time.
did you? I thought Shirley was in there much earlier. Yeah, but
No, Shirley came
Karen's been
later.
there for ages too.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. I just wanted to know.
One of these days we should look it up and find out if we still can on Connect. I don't know. They've hidden a lot of stuff these days.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find out in the.
You know, I'm curious to know what's coming to Google Maps in the future. You know, especially for local guides. You know, were there many announcements to Connect Live for any exciting stuff that was coming for contributors?
I don't think we have an answer for that, but why don't you just write on Connect? Ask them.
Okay, I might write on Connect because, yeah, I'm right on Connect because I'm excited to see what comes to Connect in 2025 because I think they may have some really exciting stuff and also some boring stuff, but I'm excited for the exciting stuff.
I was just about to look at maps actually because I think the boring one's already happened.
Oh, and also the followers are going away. We're not going to be able to. All of our followers are going away. I did see that.
That's what I was
Double
referring to, but I was curious whether it already had.
All right. Thank you, Paul. Max, my next question is to you. Are you working on any particular project? Like Paul already mentioned that about COM that you are doing it. So, is any particular project you are working on regarding this Google Maps or Connect? You want to share anything?
You're
I
muted.
think you're mute. You're on mute.
Mic on. Yes. Thank you. Have I got any projects? No, I haven't really had a lot of. I haven't got any projects, but I'm open to projects. So if Google has any projects for me, I'm happy to,
That's
contribute
fine.
to projects.
Yeah.
But I don't really have any projects that I've been assigned to. I'm contributing, but I'm
You
not.
kind of do.
Projects.
It's your 360 photos, Max.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a project. Oh, okay, cool. So yes, I'll continue contributing, and I've got my meetup next week with Paul and some other cool people. So I'm probably going to be doing some more meetups. So meetup is a project. So I've got my meetups, and so I've got meetups, and I'm going to be starting a rival podcast called Loco Go. Which is like a maps podcast. It's going to be competing and going to be the #1 local guides podcast in the world. That's my #1 project that I'm starting up. I'm going to start a rival podcast.
I reckon, Max, if you offered to Adrian to do some episodes, he'd probably be quite happy.
I'm always happy to participate and co-host or be part of it.
Adrian
I
likes
enjoy talking
healthy
about
competition.
I like talking about local guides. But yes. I would like to get to level 8. That would be pretty cool if I could get to level 8.
Nice. Thank you so much, Max. Oliver, do you have anything in online or I mean, any project or anything you're working on? If you don't, then it's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to,
Yeah.
but I'm just asking.
Yeah, I actually I mentioned this to Kristen and Julie while I was in Tokyo, and I said I'm gonna have more time because my son's going to college next year. So I said, oh, how can I get more involved? Yeah, I'm getting my freedom. So I said, okay, I have more time to contribute to the Google Maps, to the Connect. So that's the question I'm going to ask Paul as well. I mean, because I asked Adrian and Sonia. I said, what can we do to become a moderator to do more things? We can, Paul, if we have the intention, you know.
I think one of the things is don't ask. Because I don't know of any moderator that became one through asking to do it.
Yeah.
Right. That's
We
what
all
I
kinda
told
got-
him as well. That,
Yeah.
if there is no process, like we filled up
Yeah.
an application
Yeah.
and submitted it, it
Yeah.
doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
They pick up us.
Yeah. Yep.
So
That is very frustrating advice.
no, actually, you know
that-
what? I mean, when I became a Connect moderator, I knew. I mean, when I got the email from them for the first time, and I was really excited because this is true. Back then, I was super active on Connect. I was super active on Google Maps, contribution, reviews, and everything. So
Yeah.
even though I was very excited, but back in my mind, I kind of expected that I would be a Connect moderator. I mean, even though I was surprised, but at the same time, I thought I deserve it. That feeling, because of my contribution, because of my activity.
Yeah.
So same thing. If you are active, if you are helping others, if you are Connect moderators' main role is actually helping other fellow local guides. We are not Google team. We are not Google, definitely not Google moderators, but we are same as you. We are your representatives. So we are also local guides.
Yeah.
So that way, if you keep on contributing on Connect at the same time to, and of course, it has to be quality contribution.
Yeah.
So, and then you might get noticed. You never know.
Yep. Cool. Thank you.
All right. So, speaking of Connect, which Connect feature do you enjoy the most? Because we know there is a effective this year, last year. I think the new Connect started in January, right?
My favorite Connect feature is posting on it, so you can make a post and then everyone can read your post and add comments to it and add photos to it and create a real conversation. So my favorite feature of the Connect is the forum part of Connect. Everyone communicating and having a good time.
Thank you, Max. What about you, Paul?
Killing spam. My favorite feature of New Connect is that the moderators have the capability, if we work together, to
can flag
a post so that it actually disappears from view before the Googlers have to deal with it. Whereas in the old Connect, if there was something particularly bad, the only way you could really get rid of it quickly was to start hassling one of the Googlers that you knew would be awake personally. And that was not that great an experience because it meant some content that was completely inappropriate would stay up for ages, particularly on weekends. Whereas now we can make it go away.
And Oliver, what about you? Which one is your favorite?
I think the meetup function, you know, you can announce a meetup. And I've just did one in last month. And very unfortunately, it was a storm was there. So only me went there.
That happens.
I played
Nothing
solo.
wrong with a solo meetup.
Yeah.
Solo meetup can be dope meetups. That's true.
I was just so frustrated. But it was a bad day, though. It was a storm and it was really bad weather, you know. So Dennis was supposed to be there, you know.
Oh man, I totally forgot about that feature. That's a good one, Oliver. I
It is.
changed mine
it
to
is.
be yours one as well. I like the meetup
Yeah.
function.
Yeah, you can do both. If you live stream, you can do virtual and physical, face to face.
Yeah, I also
think
like the meetup option really well,
Yeah.
especially in Dallas. I don't know why. For some reason, people are not really very keen to go on in-person meetup. So, I mean, I'm talking about particularly in Dallas. They don't show up. I mean, I remember last time I hosted an in-person meetup, I had only one guest. That was really frustrating. So, but what I like about the virtual meetups that I'm doing it, I'm talking to Australia, New Zealand. I mean, it's a global world, right? And we can do anything we want to on virtual meetups.
Well, I like some of the meetups we've had in Melbourne because Google have provided some money for hoodies and burgers and some food and some merch, and that was really rewarding for the participants and the organizers. So I want to encourage more meetups with burgers and merch because I think people enjoy those meetups more than the meetups where they don't provide burgers and merch.
Thank you. So we are almost at the end of the session, but before that, now we have the question and answer session. And since we do not have much audience right now, is Prasad still there? Yes. Prasad has something to share.
Yes.
So he wants to share something about Paul. Prasad, would you like to unmute yourself?
Yes. Mr. Paul, I came to know about you in 2020. I have got a mail from Google stating that you are the photographer and your contribution, the prize that I kept it in my folder. I would like to share with you. Some time back, I told you also, remember? I will try to. Sonia, can you share that clip? I am not able to do it.
Okay. I have to look for it. Sorry.
Actually, two mails have come actually. One in 2020, another one is in 22 or something like that. Regarding photography. At that time, I could not contact you because I did not have the proper communication system. So I could not contact you. In fact, I wanted to contact you. So just I remember that your name and your this thing.
Okay, let me share it.
Please,
Prasad shared it.
kindly.
So here is one.
Oh, yes.
Paul, you remember this?
I remember the beard. It's not like that anymore.
Is it 23? Yes. And another one is there, I remember.
Another one is.
Tips from a local guide. It's important to be careful in your photo taking and concentrate on the features of the place. Its products.
Yes.
Oh, the pink beard here.
Yes.
Pink beard, yes.
There's a
Just I
story
would like
behind
to
that
share.
beard.
Yes.
But share your thing, Prasad, and I'll tell you a story behind that beard because it's kind of funny.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
so
Sonia.
Paul was popular even before he became a Connect moderator. And I particularly was a big fan of his. I still am because of his photography skills. I mean, I learned a lot of things. I think I met Paul for the first time in 2017 when it was my first time in Connect Live. Actually, it was called Local Guide Summit back then. And I attended his 36 photo walk for the first time. Paul, you have to tell everybody about the concept behind 36 photo walk. Why 36?
It was a simple enough thing. So when you looked on maps, it's pretty good these days, I have to say. But when you looked on maps, there was a lot of really low quality photography, and there were people who were very clearly just chasing points, and they were just uploading crap and hundreds of duplicates and all sorts of horrible things. And I started the 36 as sort of a bit of a homage back to film, I suppose, because the most you could get out of a film canister was 36 shots. unless you had one of those sneaky cameras like me that got 41. But I just used the number 36. There was no particular reason apart from that's the number of shots in a film canister. And the idea was to, during a meetup, get people to show some constraint and pick the 36 things that they most wanted to share from that meetup, and generally put them on maps, because that was the purpose of the whole thing. So that's where it came from. I just saw Max Solano in the chat there said they recently held one in Buenos Aires, which is awesome. There hasn't been a global one. I don't think we've run a global one since COVID killed it, actually. Just thinking
Yeah,
about
I
it.
remember that.
But there's been ones that popping up all over the place, and people are still running them, which is really cool that they're just happening these days, and people just do it. So it's really fun thing.
We had one in Melbourne, and one of the people took 37 photos, and Paul got in a huge fight with him and started punching him. It was really weird. It was really bad. They had to get the police involved. He was so keen on this 36 concept, and he got in a fight if he took more than 36 photos. It was shocking.
Sometimes, Max, you remind me of these members of my family.
So I went on a 36 walk, and I had a lot of fun, and I take a lot of photos, so it really helped me be much more conservative with my photo taking. And actually, it really makes me think, you talk about low quality contributions. I wonder if there's less of them because people have better smartphone cameras now. Maybe that has improved the contributions.
I think that's part of it, yes. I think the other part of it is Google's AI is awesome at deleting rubbish.
Probably true too. Probably
How
true.
many times do we see someone post on Connect, all my photos disappeared, and you go and have a look at their profile and you're like, I think I know why.
I mean, Google not only delete, Google Maps photos, my Google Photos been deleted as well. My whole Google Photos, my whole Euro trip has been deleted.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. That's
it's
not
terrible. Yeah, so that is why I'm using Flickr.
I've never had anything disappear from photos itself, but yes, I have heard that from people.
Yeah, big time.
Particularly
big time.
in the early days when you contributed some maps, it was actually your Google Photos where the storage was. And when they deleted things from maps, then it actually did delete them out of your photo albums.
Collateral damage.
Which is not cool. And that's why they took them up, separated them. And we're back to that photo again.
Now I'm really, this is a real puzzler. Who is who? This is going to be a real puzzler.
Yeah, it's time to reveal our guest who answered.
It's clearly Max on the left.
If you can zoom in, you'll see up the top of that photo of the photo. See, it says Power Max, all supplies of body nutritions. And this photo
look at those incredible muscles, Max.
I know. And so this photo was taken. This photo is not on Google Maps, but this was when I visited the old city in Jerusalem. They sell body supplements in the old city in Jerusalem. It's amazing in Jerusalem. So
yeah, that's why that thing, right?
That's why
behind
it's there. I'm not sure. This was just a body supplement store in the old city of Jerusalem. It was amazing.
It looks like a bodybuilder doing something like this.
When was that?
What I'm really curious about is it looks like there's a picture of a fried chicken on the right-hand side.
Oh, maybe there is. Power Max. Or fried. So this was taken. I would have been about 21, 22, a long time ago.
All right. So yeah. On that note, let's take a group photo to keep this in our memory. Everybody wants to turn on your camera.
I didn't do that. Go away. Oh, there you go.
Maxim, you want to turn on your camera, please? All right.
Do that one.
Actually, I'll take one with this as well.
Ah, some old technology.
Yes.
There you go. We'll have to do it again now.
All right.
It's one of the things I think is always funny about working in a tourist railway, because we get lots of people who come from Japan and China and various parts of Asia, and they all do this. And when I see a couple of them posing somewhere and they may be their local influencers, I come running up behind them and go, it just completely freaks them out.
Scissor hand. That's scissors hand.
Yep.
Yeah, right. That brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you so much, Paul, Max, and Oliver, for joining us. And thank you for sharing your stories, your humor, and your passion with us.
And our
So you're
extreme
really-
weirdness.
I love this. I love this. My favorite thing, just taking on and off my sunglasses. I love this.
Yeah, I was actually being distracted by seeing Paul with purple hair and whatnot.
Thanks
That's,
everyone.
that's
Nice to,
us.
nice to
Thank
see
you
you,
so much.
Oliver. Nice to see everyone.
Adrian,
Same, same.
thank you so
That's
much for
such a
Have a good one,
fun-
folks. And thank you for
Such a
running
fun
it, Sonia,
party. Yeah.
Sonia and Adrian. And thank you to the people who came along and joined in, and the people in the chat as well. And whoever's watching on YouTube. Good stuff.
Thanks very much,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have
Bye-bye.
fun.
Have a good
Bye
one.
bye.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
day. A great
You
life.
too.
Bye, 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 bye. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Bye.
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 See ya.